In this lecture, we will be discussing another problem to find the closed loop transfer function using block diagram reduction technique. So this is the problem given. So we have to find out the closed loop transfer function by reducing this block diagram. So if you observe this block diagram, we can see that this is the feedback path. We have inner feedback path, G4, H2 are in inner feedback. These two are in parallel, G2 and G3 are in parallel. G1 and H1 are in again in feedback path. So after removing all this, we have to remove the outer feedback. So whenever you are solving block diagram reduction technique, first you have to remove the inner feedback and inner forward paths, then combine all them, then remove the outer feedback path. So here what is that first we'll be doing, we'll be splitting this summing point. So we split into two parts here, because you see here G2 G3 will be added here, whereas G1 and H1 will be having negative feedback here, negative, minus. So we are just splitting this summing point, so we are writing it separately. And we know that this is the same takeoff point is given to outer feedback path also. So instead of taking on same line, we can take it separately also. That will not affect the result. Now if you see this block diagram, G4 and H2 are in feedback, G2 and G3 are in parallel, G1 and H1 are in feedback. So we just remove all these three blocks. Now remove this feedback path. How to remove this? Forward path gain. What is the forward path gain? G4 divided by, since it is negative, no, so we will be having positive, so it is 1 by G4 divided by 1 plus, and loop gain. What is the loop gain? G4 H2, G4 H2, and these two are in parallel. If these two are in parallel, what is the overall gain? Will be addition of these two gains, that is G2 plus G3. Now again these two are in feedback, so it is again negative feedback. So what is the forward path gain? G1 divided by, since it is negative, we will be having 1 plus. If it is positive, we will be having 1 minus. So it is 1 plus G1 H1. Now if you observe this block diagram, we can see that G5 and G4 divided by 1 plus G4 H2, and this block and this block, all these blocks are connected in cascade. So we just combine the blocks which are connected in cascade. When the blocks are connected in cascade, what you have to do? We just multiply all these gains. So what is the overall gain? Will be G5 into G4 into G2 plus G3 into G1 divided by 1 plus G4 H2 into 1 plus G1 H2, and we have unity feedback. Now what is our aim? Our aim is to remove unity feedback. How do you remove unity feedback? It is forward path gain divided by, since it is negative here, it is 1 plus forward path gain into the feedback gain. What is the feedback gain here? 1. Okay, so what is that we'll be getting here? So it is G5 G4 into G2 plus G3 into G1 divided by 1 plus G4 H2 into 1 plus G1 H1. So this is the forward path gain divided by 1 plus the same forward path gain into the feedback gain. What is the feedback gain here? 1. So it will be into 1. So now we'll simplify this. If you simplify, take LCM at the denominator. If you take LCM at the denominator, what is the denominator of denominator? That will be coming here. So we'll be having same denominator for both numerators and denominator. So this 1 plus G4 H2, 1 plus G1 H1 will be getting cancelled here. Now we just multiply all this. So what you get? G5 G4 G2 H1 G2 G1 plus G5 G4 G3 G1. So the same thing we have elaborated, just multiply it and elaborate it, and here also we'll be multiplying each and every term, so that we'll be getting, this is the gain. This is called transfer function of closed loop system. Okay, so thank you.